Good morning. Excuse me while I settle. Okay, so welcome to Happy Yogi's information and introduction to meditation session. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my meditation classes and what you can expect, and a little bit about meditation in general. Firstly, the most important thing is to ensure that you're able to sit comfortably for the duration of the class or the session. So I struggle with my ankles. I managed to injure myself and I can't sit cross-legged very comfortably for very long. So I've got what is called a meditation stool. It basically is slanted downwards, and it means that I can sit with my legs going down comfortably. If you can sit cross-legged, that is the best position to adopt for meditation. Like the meditation stool, the cross-legged position enables you to sit with your back upright. But if you can't sit cross-legged, you could maybe try sitting on a bolster or some cushions to lift your bum slightly. That maybe makes it a little bit more comfortable. Or if you really can't get on with that, then you can sit in a chair. If your feet don't touch flat to the floor properly, a friend of mine the other day said, put your feet on yoga blocks, which is a marvellous idea. And actually you can sit on a yoga block as well if that is comfortable for you. If you really can't sit, then the possibility is that you can do meditation either laying down or standing. There are some walking meditations, but the majority of them will be sitting. And if you are asked to sit and you can't do that, then laying down. In yoga there's a position called Shavasana, which is basically lying flat on your back with your arms down beside you, your legs in front of you completely flat, all of your body touching the floor and your feet flopping out slightly to the side, and then you can remain in that position quite comfortably for a long time. So once you're settled and comfortable, we'll begin. So I did my training with Skillful Minds. They're based in Australia and they're led by a guy called Peter Radcliffe. He's possibly what you'd call an evangelist when it comes to meditation. He's keen to spread meditation and the benefits of it throughout the world. His thinking is that the more peaceful and calm we become as individuals, the more peaceful and calm the world will become. And that's an idea that I completely subscribe to. We live in a sometimes not very nice world, and I think the more peace and calm we can bring to it, the better. So at Skillful Minds, they teach us not to be teachers, they teach us to be leaders, and that's very much how I feel. I feel like I'm just leading the group and we all participate in it equally. That's why with these introduction sessions, whilst they're aimed at beginners who want to find out a little bit more about meditation, I also like people who are going to go to the class afterwards to come along to the session, and then they can share their knowledge and experience with the beginners, as well as me just talking about my experience. And I think the more we all share, the better. So my classes follow the Skillful Mind path, and they are 5 weekly courses. Each 5 weekly course has a different theme, but it's not a rigid course. So if you can't attend all of the lessons, it doesn't matter. You won't miss out on anything. You can just come in as and when you like if you need to do that. The 5-week course here on Zoom is £15. And for an individual class, it's £4. If you are going to attend one of the in-person classes that I'm just setting up at Bognor Youth and Community Centre, then for the 5-week course, it's £25, or the individual classes are £6. If for any reason you really can't afford any of that price, then drop me a message and we'll see what we can do, because as I said at the beginning, I am very keen that we increase peace and calm throughout the world, and I don't want you to miss out just because you haven't got enough pounds or dollars or whatever currency it is where you are, because on Zoom obviously we can be worldwide. So each of the 5-week courses will have a different theme, and we'll do a little bit of talk around the theme, and we'll do 2 group meditations on each session. And then I'll ask you to go away and do a bit of homework, which is a meditation every day until the next class. So, as I said at the beginning, if you sit comfortably, you're going to get on better. If you're not comfortable, it's going to bring distractions in, and that makes meditation harder. So let's talk a little bit about why meditate. Science has shown that meditation changes the brain. It changes the way your neural pathways work. And in doing that, it helps better with cognition. Anyone would think I never meditated with not being able to get these words up. But yes, it helps better with cognition. It helps your memory. Students who have meditated during their studies are shown to get better results. There's potential that it decreases or slows the aging process. So it makes your brain less likely to suffer from the loss of memory that comes to us in older age. It also helps you to become more peaceful and calm. It helps you, if you do your meditation daily, it helps you to be able to take that calm and peaceful state out into your life. It can stop you being anxious. It can stop your sympathetic nervous system kicking off the fight, flight, and freeze reaction. And that means that the extra cortisol that comes running around your body when you get into stressful situations won't happen, and you will feel better and you'll feel more able to deal with those stressful situations. It enables you to be an observer, if you like, sit inside yourself and look at what happens in those situations, what thought processes you go through, what emotions they stimulate in you. And it helps you bring yourself back from potentially negative emotions. And it helps you look at a situation differently so that stress doesn't happen as much or as often. Another reason, and probably the most important reason for me, is that by meditating and by having all of those benefits, you become happier. And I'm always been a pretty happy person myself, but who doesn't want more happiness? I think happiness is where we all strive to be, and meditation can help you with that. So that's the biggest why for me. So what is meditation? Well, let's start with what it's not. It's not falling into a sleepy, dreamy state as I can't speak this morning, as Western beliefs might lead you to believe. It's being alert and aware of the noises and stuff that are going around you, but not attaching to them, and focusing on the meditation object. So that state of the awareness and the focus, that helps trigger our relaxation response. And whilst you might think that sitting down having a rest would help your relaxation response, it doesn't. What gets you the most relaxed is getting into this meditative state. So you're aware of everything, the noises around you, and you don't attach to them, you just focus on the meditation object. There's different types of meditation. In my head, I've got a diagonal line. I've seen this diagram somewhere and it's stuck, and there's 4 points on it. At the top, you've got the single pointed meditation, which is usually on the breath or the body, and that's the most difficult. At the bottom, you've got hypnosis, which is basically someone talks, you listen, and you do exactly what they say. And then in the middle two, you've got guided meditation and visualization. And what we like to do and what we suggest for beginners is that you have a mix of the two. I know when I first started to meditate, I used to do a lot of guided meditations and visualizations, but I never did any single pointed meditation because I didn't take any classes. I just watched YouTube. And I didn't get a proper rounded view. So for me, it's about having that rounded view. And if you do the single pointed meditation, although it's harder, it's like you're an athlete in your thinking or in your mind. And the harder the exercise is, the more and better training you're giving your brain or your mind. So yes, do a little bit of all, but definitely do the single pointed meditation, because that will increase the way your meditation works much more effectively. We offer meditations from a variety of sources. They could be from the Buddhist tradition, modern psychology, Hinduism. There's a Hanu, that's from Hawaii. That's a beautiful meditation on forgiveness. Yeah, so all of these different traditions, we'll mix them all up and you'll get a little bit of everything, because not every meditation will suit everybody. So if we give you many different tools to work with, you'll find something that suits you, and then that's what you can progress with. So when we're meditating, meditation is the process, and what we're hoping to get out of that process is an insight into our mind and our thinking and how that impacts on our emotions, and then also being able to be here and present in the now, so mindfulness. And we want to develop those. And how we do that is by doing a meditation every day. Even as little as 5 or 10 minutes a day, you'll find will make a difference to how you feel, and it will make a difference to how you have stress and strain in your life and how calm and peaceful you are. The more you do it, obviously, the better it is. But if you can't spare more than, say, 10 minutes, then it's fine just to do 10 minutes. And as we go through and build up our meditation practice, the more we'll be exploring the insight into how our mind works and mindfulness. And we'll also be building or cultivating open-heartedness. So basically becoming more selfless, thinking of others more, being more kind, being more compassionate, being grateful, exercising gratitude for the things that you have, exercising forgiveness, and all of those things that actually, whilst they're good for the people around us, are actually good for making us feel better as well. So those are the reasons why, and a little bit about meditation. What I would normally do is ask others in the room to share what their experience is, or to ask any questions. But as I'm just here doing a recording for my YouTube channel, which I hope you'll be watching, and I hope to see you at a live session sometime in the future, I'll close for now. If you do want to communicate, then please leave a comment below, or otherwise you can email me at office@happyyogis.co.uk, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. We've also got a Happy Yogis Facebook page, Twitter, and a Yogis Happy Instagram, which you can find us on if you'd like to. But for now, having said that, I hope to see you sometime in the future, And goodbye, everyone, for now.
Thank you for listening. See you soon. Bye.